Hey, this is Terry, and you're listening to episode 269.
Welcome to TerryWilson3.com.
Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Get ready to discover, develop, and monetize your skills and talents with Terry Wilson.
Thank you, Christopher B. This is Terry Wilson, and you are listening to my podcast here at TerryWilson3.com. Thank you so much for checking us out, tuning in, and listening to us. Listen, if you want to hear new podcasts as they are released, you can always subscribe at TerryWilson3.com/iTunes. That's TerryWilson3.com/iTunes, and you'll get the latest podcasts that come out, and you'll see them right there in your podcast browser. If you do not have an iPhone or an Apple product, you can always listen to us through Stitcher as well. You can subscribe to TerryWilson3.com by going over to Stitcher as well. Today, I want to talk to you about something that is pretty outside of the bounds of what I normally handle here. I normally, on this particular show, on purpose, try to stay away from politics and religion. But I, like everyone else, have an opinion. Now, I'm not going to offer my opinion today, but I am going to be talking about opinions when it comes to politics, only because I want to show you how you don't have to be just someone out there popping off your feelings toward whatever that's going on. And the reason I bring this up is because I just did a campaign with one of our referral marketing partners that was asking about information about what people thought about what was going on in Charlottesville, Virginia, the latest things. And so today's show is going to be talking about making money from Trump, politics, and current events. But I was watching my news feed after all of this was going, and it sort of reminded me of this SNL bit, Saturday Night Live bit that just came out. Was a rerun, but I saw it, I guess it was Saturday when Louis C.K. was in the reruns of him playing that. I want to play this for you. It is hysterical.
Racism, can't trust the government.
Should be barred.
Deep mistrust of government.
We got so many problems in this world.
It seemed like there was no hope things would change. But then one man spoke up.
This song goes out to him. Thank you, Scott. Turned on the TV. What did he see? Blood being spilled, war in the Middle East.
Refugees seek safety across the sea, but hundreds are drowning, yearning to be free.
He couldn't sit by and do nothing. He had to act before it was too late. He shared an article on Facebook, and then everything changed. Thank you, Scott. You solved the problem, Scott. You brought the struggle to an end, Scott. By sharing that article with 84 Facebook friends. Thank you, Scott.
Now, I'm not going to bore you with all of the other stuff, but that is hysterical to me because, you know, everyone has an opinion, and I understand getting passionate about things. Gosh knows I get passionate about things, and I'm not telling anyone you shouldn't share your opinions, your passions on social media. That's what it's there for. Absolutely. But I do want to tell you, you don't have to be with the rest of the crowd just popping off for no reason. Why not monetize that engagement, get people to engage with their opinions, let them get paid to answer some questions, and you get paid as well. That's one of the things that we offer at TerryWilson3.com is the ability to get hooked up with companies like the Nielsen Group, Harris Poll Company, several other companies that will pay you to get people to fill out forms and answer questions when it comes to polls and things of that nature. As a matter of fact, if you've got an opinion on Trump, politics, and everything else, you can go over to TerryWilson3.com/opinion, sound off. They will pay you for your opinion if you'll fill out surveys and polls for them. And of course, I get paid to send you over there. But I just did a campaign with this, TerryWilson3.com/opinion. Just the other day, it was a couple days after all of the controversy about Trump's response and what was going on and all of that. And I just pop up in my RMP, and it says, hey, Harris Poll Company is an opinion. This opinion company, opinion bureau actually, is paying for people to fill out surveys, and this was one of the topics, and answer polls to shape opinions and do all this. So what did I do? I went into my back office that you see right here, and I go over to my dialer, and I pull up my dialer right here in my software. I go over here and I scroll down too far, and I'm going to call customers, and I just pick out, I want to actually go to both live and voicemail, and I'm going to dial, if I wanted to, 5,000 people in this instance. I put in the zip code, the state, the age range, the income range, all of those pertinent information. And I'll be honest with you, what I'm targeting is people that will typically have a strong opinion one way or the other on this current event. And I'm calling them and saying, hi, this is Terry with the Harris Poll, or an opinion company. I want you to tell us how you feel. Go over to terrywilson3.com/opinion. Fill that out. We'll even pay you for some of your time. And we want to know what you think about this. And then when they go over there, my RMP company pays me money. As a matter of fact, I made a little over $1,400 that day in doing that. So that's just one way that you can, instead of just popping off, instead of just having an opinion with absolutely no reward for it other than the satisfaction of expressing it, you can engage people that are either like-minded or people who don't feel like you feel about a certain topic, and get paid for it, and then help them get paid for it as well. So using social media and using current events the right way, using these tools that we have here at terrywilson3.com, you can engage people in whatever arena you want. Politics, religion, sports. Hey, I love it when it comes time for the World Series, when it comes time for the finals, when it comes time for the Super Bowl, all of those, because I'm going to target the area of the country that's got a team in that area, and I'm going to drive them to a survey, and I'm going to get paid for it. You can do the same thing. If you have the tools, the training, the technology, you can use these things to create what's called a passive income. What I did was I set my dialer, sent it out to the right demographics, drove them into the survey, get paid for it. And I'm actually doing something completely else, because my dialer and all that's doing the work for me. So I'm actually doing other things to earn income while that's going on. So that's that passive income. And so next time you see a current event, something that's political, something that's controversial, something that's going to rev up the emotions of people on either side, you might as well, share your opinion, get involved, do something, make a difference, make a change, but go ahead and help people engage in something that you can get paid and they can get paid as well. That's what we offer at terrywilson3.com when you become a Plus member and you have our RNP system able to work for you. One other thing, I mentioned the Airbnb on a couple episodes a while back, and I noticed if you're in the Carolinas, if you're in any of the Midwest that's going to be affected by the 100% coverage of the solar eclipse, then you need to be on Airbnb renting out your backyard room or something like that if you want to make some money. I just saw in the area I live here in the upstate of South Carolina in Greenville, I saw it on the local news where people are charging $350 for one night just to be able to put a tent out in their backyard so they can see it. So don't miss out on that opportunity that's coming up this coming Monday. So if you would like also to make some money with your smart device like this right here, there's a new offer that you can get with the Nielsen Group, and it's an app. You can get it at terrywilson3.com/Nielsen. That's terrywilson3.com/Nielsen. Nielsen is spelled Nielsen. That's Nielsen. The app that they're going to put on your phone is basically they want to track what you're watching, what you're consuming with media. And because they are a poll company as well, they're going to pay you for your time. They're going to reward you in some way. And, because more and more people, instead of watching TV, they're watching this thing right here. I know I've watched just about all my sports and a lot of my shows, Netflix and stuff like this, right on my device at night. I put it right up there on my stomach as I'm going to bed with my headphones on, and I watch and catch up on my shows, if you will. So you can get paid by the Nielsen Group by signing up at terrywilson3.com/Nielsen. And all it is an app that you download on your phone right here. And with your permission, all they're wanting to do is track, what TV shows are you watching? What music are you listening to? What websites are you going to? And they harvest that information and they turn around and resell it to marketers and advertisers, letting them know, okay, this group here or this group here is getting this kind of traffic. So that's a great way to just use your smartphone like you normally do and get paid for it. All right. Right after this, we'll be right back. I want to tell you one other thing before we get out of here. Hey guys, this is Terry again. I wanted to interrupt this podcast and just make an announcement of something I've started over on a whole new website. I really respect my audience, and I really respect the people and value the people that come to my website, come to my podcast, that are always looking for ways that they can help earn more money and grow their business. That's what terrywilson3.com is all about. But I've been into music since I was a child. Since I was, growing up in church around a piano, I've always been around music. It's been a passion. I've always been around church and ministry and preaching and teaching. Those things I'm very passionate about as well. And I was thinking, what's a way that I could sort of duplicate what I do over on the company side in a ministry capacity. So I want to respect my audience here, but I do want to tell you, if you are interested in things of faith, if you are interested in things of music and all that, I would love to invite you over to terrywilson3.org. That's terrywilson3.org, where I'll be posting various songs, messages that I've taught at different churches, and sermons I've given. Now, if that's not your thing, no problem. You'll never hear me. I try my best not to bore people with content that they're not coming for. It's not about hiding who I am or changing anything like that. It's just about respecting you. And so here are some of the things that you'll hear over at terrywilson3.org. How sweet it is to be loved by you.
And I simply come. I want you to know you're about to break. You are my worship.
So as you can tell, I've got a whole background of different things and different styles and all of that. If it's a value to you, would love to have you over there at terrywilson3.org. But for money, business planning, growing, financially, earning, and experiencing more, stay over at terrywilson3.com, because that's what we're talking about 24/7. Thanks, and back to the show.
And now, back to our show with Terry Wilson.
Thank Christopher B. The last thing I want to tell you is coming up next week, we're going to start having live webinars again. I had some lightning trouble that came through, and it zapped out my Alesis iDock and some other things. And so that's a lot of things that I used to do. I have to do all the sound files and the jingles and bringing people up on the phone. All of that has to be done post-production now. I can't do it live, and that's the reason I can't take calls right now and do a live podcast. But in the coming week, if you would like to be on one of those live podcasts with us and ask questions, would love to have you. You can go over to terrywilson3.com/live podcast. That's terrywilson3.com/live podcast, and we will send out a text to you a couple hours in advance. Hey, we're going to be doing it at 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock or whenever it is. and would love to have you on. And then you can ask if you've got questions. Love to have them. If you have questions that you would like me to answer on the next podcast, all you have to do is put it under the comments here, or send it in at terrywilson3.com/contact. That's terrywilson3.com/contact. Till next time, this is Terry Wilson with terrywilson3.com. Hey, remember, if you want to go to the next level, you have to grow to the next level. And that's why I want to give you a free copy of my new book, You Are Worth More. Go to terrywilson3.com/worthmore now.
Thank you for listening to our show today at terrywilson3.com. If you would like more information on how we can take your money, your business, and your life to the next level, then please visit us online at terrywilson3.com or call 800-673-1728.
Man, it's a great system here. This is good stuff here. I wish I found this company 10 years ago.